Salvete omnes pax vobiscum. My name is Father Mislav Pecek. I am a Croatian Catholic Dominican priest playing a blind Let's Play of Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. Now, I have been absent for a little bit because why? I got sick and I'm still kind of sick. Not only that I got some kind of a bacterial infection regarding the sinuses. So the last 2 weeks have been constantly like ups and downs. And in addition to all the studies that I have to do, of which I now see that it's way more than I actually can do. So I have to prioritize a lot of things, choose only what's most important. Yeah, combination of all the stress and the hit of the illness. Unfortunately, I could not, in a relaxed manner at least, kind of like just being myself, being normal, being happy, playing something out of enjoyment and filming myself do it. I could not do that thing in the last 2 weeks. Now I am at least in a shape or form where I can be, well, at least relaxed. I'm not completely perfectly healthy, but I am in an okay state of mind and I can just play a little bit and have fun and share that with you, together with maybe musings and wonderings about the things that I've been learning, the stuff that are on my mind since the last couple of weeks here in Rome. By the way, for those of you who are maybe new here, I am a priest, but I'm also continuing my studies currently in Angelicum. That's a pontifical university of St. Thomas Aquinas in Rome, Roma. So, before we before we get into the game, let's make a prayer together. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okie dokie. I'll shorten this thing here, diminish it, make it smaller, and continue with the Rogue Trader. Oh, no, this has been actually the longest break that I had so far regarding filming anything. That as well has been kind of like a source of stress, because I like having continuity, and also like made a promise to my Father Provincial that I would have continuity. If I start something, I have to continue doing that. So it must not just be like a small, I don't know, adventure inside of the internet and me giving up on it soon enough. No, what I started, I have to continue. It doesn't always have to be in the same form, shape, or whatever. I can maybe like stop playing and just start commenting, but I don't want to do that, because the idea was with me just ranting while playing and exploring new, worlds with which you are familiar, and trying to, approach you all with my Catholic worldview. It's the original idea, and I think that idea is unique and needed, because games are a very strong format. Games are valuable, or can be valuable, as well as can be destructive potentially. Depends on the creator and the intention of the game and the material inside of it. So we should approach those realities with care and not be completely dismissive immediately, but also not to put them into maybe too high of a standard. So someone asked me regarding like what to answer if someone just generalizes, says that all video games are evil. I mean, it's like saying that all movies are evil. It's kind of stupid, isn't it? Like, all books are evil. Of course not. Are there books that are quote-unquote evil? Well, yeah. I mean, some books you simply don't want to read. It's gonna be completely destructive, unhealthy. They're like evil stuff. written inside. Movies for sure as well. And just look at all the pornography that has been made. That's evil. Okay, that's devaluing human being completely. It acts on our most base appetites in order to entice us, to make us addicted to those kind of a content, but that degrades human beings and degrades us who watch those kind of things. And that kind of addiction is one of the strongest addictions that exists. It's incredibly harmful, actually, especially for men, because we are wired in a specific way. So yes, movies and books can be bad, evil, in saying in a specific way. Video games then as well, why not? It can be made in a way that's really harmful to our psyche, that's harmful to our relationship with God, but also vice versa. It can be made to be actually very helpful to our psyche, to the development of language, of creativity, and actually even our relationship with God, okay? If we know something more of God, and if we develop some virtues through playing the game, that's gonna make us at least more disposed to encounter God when that opportunity presents itself. Okay, now I'm in like the throne room here. Have I already spoken with everyone? Right, so the issue is that I won't have to see the governor. So last time I said like I don't want to do it yet. I think I'm gonna do it now to see the governor, okay? So first to ask a little bit of questions. So Clementia Verserian, she's like the granddaughter, right, of Abelard, if I remember correctly. Let's say a little bit about Dargonus. I am not, unfortunately, my friends in a capability to roleplay, to imitate different characters, just because of my nasal incapabilities at this moment, so I cannot have a variety of voices. But I will be reading it, at least mostly. So odios and important decisions are made here in the capital. Many years ago, an ancestor of Lady Theodora signed an agreement with Adeptus Administratum, which allowed for efficient management of the world and the neighboring systems. In accordance with the degree, a share of the planet's population was assigned to the Administratum and converted into servitors scribes. Then I toil... So I have a lot of servitors. Dargonus is also the seat of several noble families. They run the major planets in the Protectorate. If I may express my not-so-humble opinion, they care very little about who exactly stands at the helm. Those piranhas think about their own profits just as much as they do about the prosperity of the Protectorate itself, if not more. Well, I understand that. It can be utilized, right? So, they think about themselves, but if the prosperity of the Protectorate is going to increase their own prosperity, in that case, that's gonna be good. So by them, they're capitalists, right? By them wanting to increase their own wealth, they should increase the wealth of the Protectorate, and then kinda it should be fine, as long as they don't have too much power. Okay, I have my own fleet, a luxury unavailable to vast majority of other worlds in your realm. Okay. In addition to warships, Protectorate also employs privateer ships, which are used to transport cargo. Okay, do we stay in contact with other worlds? Fortunately not at this time, so after the few representatives of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica went into a frenzy, some of the Psykers were tragically pacified by their respective authorities. Since then, communication with the neighboring system has been unreliable at best. Interesting. What sense is in keeping the noble houses if they are so volatile, by your opinion? I mean, I have an answer to that. I just want to hear what you think about that and what your reaction is going to be, Clementia. Okay, over the centuries, intricate hierarchy has formed within the ruling elite. The great houses do more than plunder your treasury, it is replenished, thanks to their administrative work and lands. Naturally, you can get rid of anyone whom you consider surplus to requirements, but right now, it could threaten the fragile stability that is currently holding the Protectorate together. Any other issues I should be aware? Raided by enemies of humanity. That's Xenos, I guess. Fleet under the command of Captain Marthius Versarian triumphed. We have the situation under control. That's her opinion. You catch her avoiding your gaze just for a moment, for the first time. It's obvious that Clementia is looking out for how... Oh, okay, so it's not in a perfect state. It's probably good, but she does not believe her words entirely, that she wants the House Versarian to still remain in good standing with Domin Paulus. Okay. Thank you for the report. What are your responsibilities? Trade representative. Decrees, deals, official communication, meetings. Reviewed by me, forwarded to you. Okay. Overseeing the property, palace, estates, gardens, Personal secretary, right? Okay. Well, I'm ready to see the governor. Let's see what's gonna happen. After 2 hours... 2 hours, so I had to wait for him even more. Maybe that's like a normal thing. Maybe like... he had a traveling distance of 2 hours, I hope. Paulus von Valentius, 20th in his line. 20th? Okay. I don't remember knowing that. Keeper of the warrant, I bid you welcome. So his name is Urbent Drivestem. Governor of this great world. Accept my deepest condolences. It will be difficult, blah 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 blah. It pains me to think, blah 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 blah. Okay. Governor glances at Kibella anxiously. He looks at her again. And stretches her lips, daubed in fresh blood, into a petrifying grin. The governor turns away from him sharply, all but squealing in fear. Good, it's good to have Kibella here. She makes him nervous. Half a year of mourning. Well, she deserves more than that. A full year of mourning. What does even that mean, a full year of mourning? It's all the same to me. No, I have to be in control. There is no need. I'm the new ruler. Let my subjects rejoice at my arrival instead. Well, if I had the choice of 1 week of mourning, then I would say that, but I'm not gonna do it like half a year or a year. Like, no. Let them rejoice. Bewilderment. Do not forget who it is you serve. Urbent drives them. Okay. Abelard's voice grates unpleasantly. Then so be it. There is some animosity, I guess. But maybe even he is not happy with me destroying traditions. Okay. Perhaps the parvenu instilled by Lady Theodora cares not for the sacred traditions of our founding ancestors. But Paulus von Valentius is a descendant of the true children of Dargonus. It behooves the ruler of the world to honor its customs. Okay. What should be the... Say nothing. That will... that will make him uneasy, that's for sure. But I'm not that type of a person. I don't like doing that, you know? I haven't done that almost never in my life, you know, purposely staying silent to make other people uneasy for them to spill the beans more. I don't like doing that. It's very manipulative, you know. I'm aware of the power of that thing, but I value directness more, to be honest. Much more. Well, I do honor traditions, Governor. Later, when things are in Protectorate settle down, we will declare a mourning period. Okay. So, he understands that. Okay, so, she was a strong leader, let's follow her example, blah 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 blah. Let us carry, blah 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 blah, speaking unnecessary things. Okay. Some time ago, astropaths flew into a rage. They had to be subdued, restoring ability. So yeah, we don't have communication, right? Yeah, the issue is being cut off from many other worlds. So we met a ship from Dargonus not long ago. The crew was transporting a strange artifact and went mad. Regrettable news. Leaving Dargonus has been forbidden, actually. It seems that Verserian family has once again failed in their primary responsibilities. We will investigate, okay. As well as the fact that the ship had to acquire a permit with the Administratum seal. Does your nephew still serve at Administratum Palace? Haha, okay, this is really, really like politics. I don't understand. The ship did indeed depart from orbit, but it did so, if you can believe it, on Rogue Trader's authorization. That is why no one dared to impede its departure. Kunrad, somehow got his hands on a copy of your authorization, perhaps even the original. A tool like that in the hands of a traitor does not bode well. Okay, so Kunrad is a heretic and traitor. Has he shown his face here? Yes, he visited, did not request a personal meeting. A heretic, you say? Oh, now I see why the whispers. Okay, so I'll be frank. Sudden death of Lady Theodora was a blow. Absence of any sort of verifiable complete information gives grounds for all manner of rumors. Okay. None would dare challenge you by accusing you of something as sacrilegious as murdering a rogue trader. However, Kunrad was a true boon to the Protectorate back in the day. Some might heed his words. Rip out the vocal cords? No. Dogmatic. I sentence all to servitude imperpetuis. Imperpetuis. That's basically making them servitors, if I'm not wrong, so definitely not. My subject's doubts are understandable. I prove myself worthy. I will prove myself worthy. Yes, of course. Iconoclast. Okay, don't forget, a ruler should never bow to their attendants. Well, yes, I should not unnecessarily show weakness, but I should show respect to my my attendants as well, okay? It's better to be ruled with love, for other people to obey me because of love other than fear. I think even Niccolo Machiavelli said that. And if it's impossible to be ruled by love, it's better to be ruled by fear, right? It's something in those lines. So, if I have to choose, love is better, definitely. What exactly? Expecting from the light of the loss. Okay, what do they expect me? So we're troubled by the fate of the angry world. Okay. Gaprak perturbed by the loss of communication. If you wish to know my opinion, so the world deserves your attention. A lot of worlds, I guess, deserve attention of Paulus. Such intriguing concern for the Webos 6 outpost. Doesn't your house happen to own the extraction stations there? Your lordship, I beg of you, do not interpret my words as an attempt to influence. Nah, you would never do that. Well, I've already been to Kiawagama. It's been overtaken. Oh, that's woeful tidings. I assume House Gaprak is in for an official investigation. Well, we won't wait for the investigation. See to it. I doubt it's too early. Yeah, it's too early. We will wait for the results of the investigation before accusing anyone. But who knows? Most reasonable, yes. What about in the celestial world? The production facilities will serve humanity once more, rest assured. Or you will learn about everything in due course. Should I keep secrets? I mean, I am annoyed by him a little bit, but should I keep secrets from him? No, I don't think so. Oh, House Gaprak will be overjoyed to hear it. Okay. Maybe I should have stayed silent. I visited Janus. There was some problems, truly there. Vistenza succumbed to worshipping ruinous powers and was executed. Truly horrifying news. That does it for the planets and trade routes. What else? Xenos, your lordship. I don't rightly know where to begin. Otherworldly beasts are not uncommon sight in the Corona's expanse. They have been a menace to the worlds this side of the Moor for decades. No signs of fear, attacking ships, damaging. Only you have the power to stop this madness. Madness? This is... No, I will not do that. We are in the process of restoring Astropatic Wire. I hope Master's Calendar will keep his word, offer the support. Okay. So, there are issues with Xenos. Nothing new. Smaller scale now. And I should forge a path to Veba 6 nonetheless, it would seem. Okay. Tension in the capital, unorthodox succession. Chances of uprisings are minimal. But I should know that there are some houses that have disagreements, maybe. What about that? Command the spinners of the Bloodspun web. No. We will not immediately eliminate everyone. Eliminate... No. I care not what those hyenas are yapping. Public purges. No. Send the discontent lavish gifts and make sure that my generations... Send the gifts on my behalf and make sure that my generosity does not go unnoticed by the rest. That's an interesting way of doing that. I do not want to kill those immediately. It's definitely not good to leave them be, so I guess I'll do this. I'm trying to find the least evil. It's very hard to do that inside of a Warhammer 40k world, you know that. Let's do an elegant solution. Okay, agitators will receive the message that they're being watched. Yeah. I think that's an elegant solution. Inauguration as a bearer of the Sacred Port was about a matter of time. Okay. One moment. Which houses can represent me at the ceremony? So, any of the noble houses. Gaprak, Sarbrax, Piety Dogens, Versarians, some influence, but not noble origin. So, I forgot about the Sarbrax. Definitely not House Gaprak. Drivestem is the one he leads. I will not give him the... I don't think I'll give him that honor. By one of the noble houses. Well, I should keep the traditions. So if I come here and immediately start changing things too much, it's not going to be good, right? It's like when a priest comes to a new parish. It's very unreasonable. It's unprudent, basically, to start changing things. It's not because things should not be changed. Usually, we notice quite early that things are not perfect. And there are a lot of things that we can change and improve. Well, some people are able to change and improve quite rapidly, and some things are not that simple. But we should always be prudent in how we do that. Not immediately. we will offend people if we do that immediately. We should show respect for their traditions and how things were being done, and then slowly make some adjustment and changes in communication with the people, for them not to, think as an offense to their capabilities, or stuff like that. You want to take care of the people. You want them to be improved by the process as well. Okay, if a priest comes to a parish and is immediately wants to like assert his dominance, his power, yeah, guys, that's not gonna look good. It's not like that he doesn't have the power. He does, but trust me, that's really, really not gonna be good. You need allies. You need friends among the parishioners. You need people who's gonna cooperate with you. You need people who are gonna be proactive as well, who's gonna understand you. You need, well, I don't know if friends is the best word, but you need co-workers on this land, co-workers in the process, in the work, in the duty of salvation of souls. Yeah, where we cannot do everything by ourselves, and making enemies unnecessarily is very, very stupid. So I will honor traditions, but so that means I will not choose Versarians. Yeah, keep your enemies close, closer. Sure. Okay. When is the ceremony? I would like to complete this as soon as possible, actually. Well, before that, just tell me about yourself, actually. I do want to know a little bit. So he's the oldest house, most respected, walked side by side with mine. Okay, it's good. That's actually then very good for me to be close to them. Supervising governing bodies, responsible for logistics, stability, humble servant of the emperor. Okay, he was a close friend. Yeah, maybe he was not really a close friend. Okay, so I'd like to finish as fast as possible. Yeah, it's the ceremony will have to be postponed until you deal with pressing issues. That means trade routes, etc. Okay, let me do the dirty work first then. And inauguration after action. Restore the operation of the administrative apparatus. So this is a lot, actually. A lot to take in. Let's check what Clementia thinks about this. I should trust her. Oh yeah, just to ask a short question about Achilles. Oh, he's an outstanding individual. Even the governor trembles before him. Unusual for a man of his standing. Okay, so, interesting. She likes him. Okay, I'll take my leave. That's it. Achilles, after my talk with him, do you have any insights? No. I take my leave. Well, basically I have to take care of the issues now. Indeed, but also Cassia. No, no one wants to talk with me. Okay, I thought maybe like this is a good opportunity to ask my companions some things like, what do you think about this world? What do you think about Dargonus? Where should I go? Are you feeling fine? Do you want to go to Burger King and speak about life's issues? No. What is a Burger King? Never mind. But we could not go into those kind of conversations. All right. Loading, loading, loading. So, if you're wondering about my studies here, it's harder than I expected, to be honest. It's demanding. Yeah, the part of the license degree is definitely the thesis. It's like the very, very important part, but it's not the only part. Like the idea of a license degree is for you to demonstrate your ability to be a teacher, okay? To be a pedagogue, to understand complicated matters in a simpler form. What I'm doing with you is actually very formative for me, to express myself, to try to express myself in a succinct form, to show things which are, I don't know, complicated theological issues, trying to dumb them down on a level that's understandable even for someone who is an adolescent. I like doing that. I like trying to do that. It's not an easy endeavor, definitely. It requires a lot of knowledge on the part of the speaker, which I don't have that much knowledge. I have some basics, maybe more than some basics, but, you know, I was one of the smartest ones in Croatia. I'm not one of the smartest ones here in Rome, which is a very, very good thing, you know. But it's also kind of hard because I'm constantly feeling that I'm behind, okay? Regarding languages, okay? To learn Italian language, it takes time. My Latin improvement, it takes time. And then simply everything is kind of connected with Thomas Aquinas here. So my introductory courses are basically like dogmatic themes within the Thomas Aquinas, moral within Thomas Aquinas. Well, moral in theology in general is mostly based on Thomas Aquinas. He, like 800, 750 years ago, did the best thing around moral theology. No one in 750 years was able to do anything better than him. So that's kind of amazing, actually. So then I have what, Christian anthropology. Well, that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna having that subject actually today in the afternoon. But yeah, reading a lot of Summa Theologia, it seems it's important, and like a lot of articles and excerpts from books. That's part of me being here and writing like crises and parts of the seminar works, stuff like that. Homeworks are the thing which I kind of hate. I don't like doing homeworks. Maybe because I'm just this lazy person, but you know, homeworks for languages and stuff like that. I like my way of learning language, which is can be very, very efficient, actually. Terrible news from Dargonus. Subsidiary Hive City, Scipione 84249, destroyed in a series of failures. Wow. Millions of people broken their vows of obedience and fleeting. Perishing wastelands, overloading. Wow, what's happening? What's the cause of the catastrophe? Unclear. The nobles are casting blame on each other. Okay. Some vulnerabilities. Servants are too busy dealing with consequences to investigate the causes. So, not abandoning the people. Labor settlements in the ruins. Relocated refugees. Let's ask the advisors. So, the death of Achilles' agents troubles me. This might not this might not be a coincidence. I agree. It's rarely a coincidence. Avoid letting refugees into other hives. Saboteurs. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I already thought about that. Just immediately letting everyone in is imprudent, but also letting them die, it's not good as well. We'll have to take care of them, but not let them in immediately. It's kind of actually my opinions regarding the well, it's not part of the theology. It's part of it's connected with the church teaching, the social teaching of the Catholic Church, for sure. You know, taking care of the people who are migrants, who are especially those who are actually like running away from war zones and stuff like that. But we all know that a lot of people are not going into other countries because of their dire circumstances, but they're just exploiting the goodwill of the people there and absurd political regulations that are in effect in Europe especially, okay? So I do think that we should think about the dignity of human beings primarily, and that's why having places for them to abide before legally admitting them inside is simply the best thing to do. Not letting people en masse inside and dealing with it afterwards. It's not only that it's imprudent on a macro scale, but it's actually unloving towards those with whom you live, okay? With your neighbors, with people of your country, if you're a politician or someone. I mean, your primary duty is taking care of your people. It's basic logic. Okay, and it's the structure and the function of love. You primarily have to love those who are closest to you. I mean, if you're a father of a family, well, primarily you have to take care of your wife and your children. That's a normal, logical thing. It's like a common sense, okay? And afterwards, of course, the wider family, and then maybe people inside of the community, inside of the city, and if you have more power, of course, you have to use that power for good to take care of the whole country, maybe, etc. But it goes from the smaller to the wider areas. Okay, so Argenta thinks that our Emperor bids us to face the often cruel strokes. Lessons in resilience and humility. I'm sure that the Ecclesiarchy will aid the refugees in constructing camps to survive out in the wasteland and establish a community of proud desert-dwelling martyrs. Such harsh conditions will be crucible of fortitude and fearlessness. This tragedy, a feat of spirit. Yeah, you cannot force people to be martyrs. That has to be free-willed, you know, Argenta? You're missing the point, I think. Okay, so duty of the noble houses, that the planet meets its obligation, brings glory, revenue. Let the aristocrats see to their refugees and not stop until every last one has been put to work. Abelard, remind the noble houses of their duties. I think that one should be the best one, I guess. I hope. Whatever I do here, it's I have a feeling I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, refugees enter the service, replenish the ship's crew, etc. Okay. Okay. Dargonus nobles took no pleasure in distributing. Some of them found a wear in personal service of the nobles, thanking to receive a Nutri-bar and a match to rest on for 4 hours between shifts. Wow. Others could only attain the most grueling jobs. They may be oppressed, but they have survived the diaspora scattered across the hives. Okay. So, rising profit factor and increasing people. And Omniscience Anger, Lash in the Void. Okay. Plasteel 3. How much plasteel do I actually have? A lot, so I could do that. Provisions 5. I'm not like perfect in it. Extasium for ability. What's needed for this? Phlogiston. Profit, complacency, efficiency. Oh, I'll get it. These are not mutually exclusive, right? So, wow, there's a lot of things that are going up here. Profit, efficiency, blocks project restoration, blocks project extasium for the nobility. So, These are mutually exclusive. Okay, so for aristocracy, the dead and down will fertilize the gardens that will ring these pleasure chambers. Extasium for nobility. Definitely not. This really seems evil. Emporium, the surviving spine, will be rebuilt into space elevator. Capped by an Emporium, accepting those ships are too heavy to land. Maybe. Restoration, a new hive city will be established on top of the ruins. I would increase in people and in profit factor. And profit factor and efficiency, so not in people here. Along with adamantine mechanisms, and I'm lacking in mechanisms, right? It's always good to have more of those. Plasteel, okay, I guess I'll do this one. Emporium. And that opens a lot of new possibilities that are later gonna be explored, I guess. Sure. And fine. Okay. And I'm interested also in not wait a second, cargo management. Yeah, that's a lot of cargo that I have here, right? No, I'm not gonna do that right now. Especially because it's not really fun to do that while filming, right? Now, points of interest, only 2. Right. Let's explore the gas giant, I guess. Maybe I already explored it. Have I? Yeah. I explored everything, right? Phlogiston. It would be really useful to extract phlogiston. Yeah. Good. Warship management, Corpus Valancius. Ship management. I don't have anything better, I think. The projects on Janus. Let me check about that one. I could start some things. Like this. Blocks Dark Sages. Dark Sages have to have... Kasbawic, I don't care about that. Chirurgeon Medkit effectively removes traumas. That's the thing that's good. And replenishing, to always have the Chirurgeon Medkin. It's quite good. I think I want that. I know that I've been annoyed fair few times about that. So I have to use Plasteel Phlogiston, which now I have, and mechanisms, which I don't have a lot of them actually. Let me check first. Okay, Kiawagama, I have increase in some things, and what's this still in the process? Okay, Dargonus, it just started as well. Okay, then Janus, I guess I will be taking Capella Biologis. Science of Virtue, I can do that as well. Can I do both of them? Is it possible? Profit Factor Intrusions, Dogmatic Provisions. What is the Science of Virtue? Preachers visit Janus to procure the illumination and Argery complexes. Advice of Gondor's janitors. Guided by examples, hagiographies of the saints. Yeah, I guess. May faith triumph over the sophistication of soulless metal. It's funny. Chirurgeon medkit is awesome. I need that. So if I'm gonna be able to return and have the Science of Virtue, I'm gonna do that as well. But Capella Biologis, yeah, I think that's kind of priority. And also contracts like these kind of things. Can we do that? People, -4 Promethium chemicals. I have a lot of chemicals, but I have a lot of Promethium. I don't have a lot of chemicals. Don't have these. Profit factor, expense, provisions 5. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. Provisions 4, complacency. For all colonies. Nisize anger, plasteel. Yes. Mechanisms, people. It's quite good. Okay. Lashing the void. Promethium, yes, please. Security. It's very good, actually. Profit factor. Oh, maybe it's actually good. You know what? Yeah. Complacency might be actually very important. I'm not sure how important it is, but weapons, mechanisms, profit factor by 4. Decreasing people by Promethium and chemicals by 4. How do I do that? Caligos Winter Scale. For Caligos himself, it appear profits a mere side benefit to massacre a large number of house, quarters, servants in planetary battles. He's offering to pay with the first mentioned prices flammable liquid in exchange for fighting force. I don't like that idea. Tools of Righteousness, profit factor. Yeah, what I'm going to do is buy those two. Mechanisms. Pay 4, have 2. I profited a little bit out of them, and profit factor is increased by a fair amount. I think I'm fine with this, and even though it would kind of be useful for me to just increase chemicals, I don't like the idea of just sacrificing people for material. So no. Unless I do that unconsciously within the game, which probably I did that a couple of times, because I click things that I'm not sure what they are and make mistakes. I am warned by you guys afterwards, but it's not my original intention, that's for sure. Okay. Well, I do want to get into a little bit of action, since I haven't played the game for like 2 weeks. Oh god, 2 weeks. It passed so fast, especially the sickness. Well, the worst thing about, having the inflammation of the sinuses is like the headache that comes from it. When everything is throbbing over there. You cannot do anything. I mean, you can drink painkillers, but it's not helping. Painkillers ain't gonna help in that case. I don't think this is the right thing to me to go to ship. I have to go to the... Yeah, I think I know what I have to do. To go to the star map. So just to... Coronis Expanse. To use some things basically to clear the sinuses. Now, for you guys who... Some of you might know this, some of you might not. It's because of the bacteria that are inside the mucus it's being formed. And the best way to kill the bacteria is salt. The simplest way, maybe not the best, but the simplest way and the cheapest way is salt. This is Athenatus. Forge a path to Vabus 6. Now this is the one that I have to go, right? I guess. Well, first here, I guess. Warp travel. Chart new routes. Wow. Are you serious? So it's actually safer to travel. Whatever. Whatever. Anyway, so rinsing your nose with salt water, saline water, like seawater, but I think it kind of matters which kind of salt it is, like pure salt or something like that. But when you bathe in sea, it's immediately cleared. Its best thing is simply to be in the sea. But usually these kind of illnesses are during the winter or autumn time. So you can buy like the saline water and just spray it a couple of times during the day in your nose, and the reaction basically starts because of the salt part. It's not the water that clears. It's not like the pressure pushes out the mucus, but the salt starts to kill the bacteria, which dissolves the mucus, and things can start running down. As well as if you have the mucus inside of your throat, you can gargle the salty water. It's gonna help a lot as well. So yeah, a little bit of medicinal information. I have 2 extractiums. Let me just check. Yeah, that's fine. What is this? Not explored. Bones in a desert. Planet was covered with oceans. Cataclysm caused the seas to dry out and thrown the world into a lifeless desert. Now there are skeletal remains of colossal oceanic organisms, large enough to be seen from the orbit, some of them. That's quite colossal. How does that function? That's cool. Okay, this is fun. Like, I just noticed that the game like tries to be realistic as well, you know, the reflection from the sun is in the right direction, okay, and the shade as well. I mean, it's kind of obvious, I guess. It's just that I did not put my attention to that before. Interesting. Anyway, a little bit of exploration, and I guess here will be something to extract. I have a feeling. Yes? Or no? Ogre's anomaly. Let's see what it is. Okay, burning before your eyes. Geysers, bouching. Continue. Lore Xenos. Examine the constructions and the discovered artifacts. I don't have the option to just turn back. Sure. Oh, I succeeded. Well, after many long hours, the result is astounding. Builders from the flame used hereditary bacterial structures to record information. Whatever that means. Colonies of bacteria whose genes carry the message of these xenos across generations. Okay, that's unusual. And they made some translations, which revealed that builders were not originally colonizing the burning worlds. Their homeland was not a planet, but a star. Okay. It is hard to imagine what the creatures that evolved in the burning ocean of a faraway sun may have looked like, but one day their peaceful existence came to an end. The record contained a chilling legend. Well, that's a pun, right? Chilling. It's getting cold, so it's dying for them. About some cosmic horror that arrived and devoured the sun that the builders called home. Fearing the monster, they fled, and no longer dared to settle on stars. Okay. Considered burning worlds as the most fit for habitation, but they went extinct shortly after the Exodus, unable to adapt to the harsh realities. Okay, so wow, that's quite a lot that I actually got. A lot of cargo, ship components, armor kit, and profit factor. Wow. I am I guess this was like the third burning world or fifth burning world that I explored, and all the collected information that I got. But that's very nice. Profit factor is quite high right now, especially after my investments. Should I think I will go here first. We'll travel here. The usual. Okay. Okay. Certain Nemesite. Avenging figure beloved by low. Oh! Shot the commandant. They want to fight for freedom, etc. He escaped. Discover the details about the commandant's murder. Learn more about Nemesite. Yeah, I want to discover the details. Widow of a respected foreman. She had delayed a queer begging to be given medicine. Yeah, that was injustice. Okay, and he is who? The fourth Nemesite to operate in the past few years. Yeah, this is Robin Hood, right? Okay. Whenever the rebel is feeling oppressed, they step forward. Yeah. With every murder bringing cheers from the commoners, of course. Request information about the Foundry Bay. Poisoned air, unbearable heat. No critical facilities there. Okay. Comfort people, giving them medicine and supplies, of course. Yeah. Okay. And now here. Reduce difficulty to safe. I know, but I'm losing these things, but I really... It's on 4 right now, yeah. I feel that like the consequences of me not doing the reducing of the chart routes or reducing of the difficulty can be potentially too costly, right? So I was wondering, like, my illness, my disease. Maybe some of you would have a question like, why does a good God allow for his priest to have an illness? To which I would answer, what makes me so special that I should not have an illness? If he allowed his only begotten son to be tortured and killed for the sake of me, who is a sinner, even though I am a servant of his, but I am still a sinner, and I do not say that lightly. I'm oftentimes not a good person. I mean, I guess it's like depends from which perspective you're viewing. If someone who is like deep in drugs or a murderer or adulterer or someone like that can look at me and like, no, you're not a sinner, I'm a worse sinner. Well, okay, I guess you are a worse sinner, but even small sins that I do, because of the closeness to God that I have, can be more painful for God in a way, can carry more weight, more gravity than someone who is in deep addiction and does like grave sins but cannot help himself. So yeah, it's the gravity of the sin. A lot of things have to be taken into account. Anyway, for those who are most holy, even the smallest of sins carries an incredible weight. That's what's important to say. Anyhow. Sickness, illness, it's good for me. It's good for me to also learn to run towards God when I need help, not away from Him, to go in some kind of a disorder in my life. And illness is a good litmus test, right? It's a good test. Also, it's a little bit of suffering. A little bit of suffering is good for the creation of the character. It's good for also I can, accept that suffering, unite that suffering with the suffering of my God, God-man, Jesus Christ, unite that suffering with his suffering, and make that suffering actually very, very valuable for everyone who needs the fruits, the graces that come after out of that suffering. That's you guys as well, especially you guys who ask for prayers for me, so I can directly, how I would not say channel, but give to God my suffering in order for him to look with more kindly gaze towards you who need help as well. So I should be thankful for that suffering in that regard, actually. I should be thankful. I have a non-mineral cluster. Should I risk? Ah, sure. Okay. I managed to collect materials. I just can have more plasteel, that's it? That's it? You know, yeah. Should I maybe have phlogiston, eh? Yeah, I will not have for the plasteel though. It's useless. Oh, this is a new patch. This was not here before. It's good, I like it. I like having a visual representation of the resources that are... Oh, provisions 6. Wow, provision 6. It's quite a lot. You know what? Under the risk of discovering something about mechanisms, I'm actually gonna do the provision 6 extractium. And I discovered Archaeotech mechanism fragment. Sure. And now I am entering something. I'm not sure what. As soon as the loading screen started, question marks started appearing in my head. I wonder how the audio is going to sound after I put this into a program. Because of my clogged up nose. Maybe it's going to sound just fine. But maybe I'm going to be very nasal. I have no idea. Oh, immediately the battle. Oh wow, okay. What? Come on! You're kidding me. I did not even have time to prepare, respond, do anything, and I was already really... Ah, okay, what? First, yeah, I wanna, make you weaker. Then, what do we have? Swing run? No. Imperial Storm would be cool, but I cannot do that right now, I think, yeah. Attacking you. Good. Warp Wave. And he's down. Good. Then... This one's going down. So I shot the torpedo, it would seem. Not him. Okay. Well... Okay, not a lot of success either, but I continue going there and shooting like this, I guess. Oh, that was really successful, actually. Shooting the torpedoes. And going like this. Is that it? Is it all? Restart shields? Yeah. I have a feeling like I was really hurt too fast. Strafe, no need. What is this? Reloads all macro cannons during acceleration phase. No. Okay. Yeah, I can immediately shoot him down, actually. Perfect. And make a big strafe, I guess. Can I also... Yeah.
The time has come.
Oh, no, 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 no. I first had to click this and then that. Oh, whatever. Torpedo control, I guess. Make an additional torpedo control. Mortar, nothing, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Torpedo control could be actually very useful at this moment, but alright. Anyway. Can I scan it? Ability scan. Can I shoot him? Yes. Oh! One shot, one kill. Okay.
We act.
A little bit of scrap, not a lot. I wonder actually if the scrap that I gained even amounted to the damage that I received. That's the unfortunate part always. Okay, more tea for me. Not drinking coffee as I did usually. In most of my playthroughs, let's plays, whatever, I was drinking coffee because I'm a coffee lover, okay? I'm not drinking coffee right now. I'm drinking tea. Okay, I explored everything here. Okay, what is the time? It's noon. Good. I have time to visit another world, and that to conclude with that. Scout out the planet the message to Void was sent from. Ah. Okay, so this will be the place where I go first. And I will reduce the difficulty to save, actually. So, Fate of Cassia, who disappeared from Europe 5. What? The regent is requesting an update to her character status and arrange the return of... What? Psychoemotional coding or received message betrays acute concern. Contains something that astropaths have failed to put into words. Otherwise, a conflict with novice nobility is possible. I see. How did House of Celio even learn that I have Cassia? Perhaps we have a spy on board, or Regent Toronto is bluffing. I believe we should respond. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Cassia is safe, and Rogue Trader would be honored to meet in person. I'll see to it. Okay, I want to be in good relation with two novice nobility, of course. On Dargonus, a reception for novice nobility. Yeah, sure. Okay. Delicate matter, of course. Okay. Another urgent report from the shrine. Group of unknown assailants invaded his temple, plundered relics, slaughtering worshippers. High factotum is one of the casualties. Well, beautiful. So I have to come to the temple and hear the confession. Kibela. I performed the reading of his tarot in the morning, watched siren, but visions were too indistinct. I saw rivers of blood. Undying one desires me to follow the figure's tracks, thus my hunt begins. I don't know what to say. Argenta should be there. Argenta should definitely be there. Pascal, I don't think so. Abelard, sure. Cassia, sure. Either Heinrichs or Pascal, actually. I'm not sure if Heinrichs is... yeah, Pascal is better. He's like the omniscient type of a Stoic, a religious type of a person. More religious in a way. It's not like I agree with his religion, but his sentiment or his desire to, his knowledge that he should worship something greater than himself is the thing that I can agree. You know, the actual definition of the word religion is properly said is a virtue as well. Okay, one of the definitions. Oh wow, this is a slaughter over here. Oh boy. Confessor Adalbert, High Factotum, Janus, Dan Rock. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's go forward. Jocasta. Confessor Adalbert. Okay, High Factotum. Kibella sweeps her gaze. Bloody footprints stretch from the reliquary. Medical officer working on black shot wound in the chest. He grunts faintly with every touch. Forgive me for not greeting your lordship with a bow. Nemesite has stolen a great relic. I see. How badly is the High Factotum wounded? He's losing a lot of blood. I advise you to hurry. He should be on the surgeon's table as soon as possible. What matters now is to recover the relic. Okay. What happened here, Generous? Well, the serfs in red headscarves burst into the chapel, started shooting. Leader made for the relic. The remains of honorable rogue traders brought here for the mutant-souled crypts. When I realized the sacred ashes of your ancestors were about to fall into the filthy hands of a heretic. No, the bastard allowed himself in new vile insults, which I'm obliged to omit. I will not give it to the provocation. I was hoping to buy myself more time. The so-called Nemesite started reviling the customs of the ship, etc., etc. I threw my glove in his face in the manner of a duel. That's funny. But an honorless villain just shot me. He laughed at me, the depraved creature. And then he committed sacrilege by stealing the relic and shattering the sarcophagus. Inspect the empty altar. Brutally smashed reliquary. On the bed on which the sacred ashes of past rogue traders and their servants once rested is now empty. Why did you wish me to see me so urgently? To apologize, to repent? For many years I did my best to serve the dynasty, but at the most crucial hour I failed. Shame scorches my pathetic heart. Oh, come on. Hold on, Generous. I will not let you die here. Proud to serve the dynasty. The papers, your lordship. Have the clerk double-check the freight bills. I did not have time to get the seals. My will is in the left-hand drawer. Heinrich, did you see the attack? I did not. On the way to prayer, when I heard a gunfighter, massive den rock. Wow, I'm quite impressed with Generous. Really impressed. Really, really impressed. Alright, how did the renegades manage to sneak all the way to the upper decks? They had help. Hidden corpses of several chapel attendants. The traitors took their clothes and led Nemesite and his accomplices straight back to patrols. They were good people, pious people. They never slighted a serf in their lives. Why punish them? Their innocence will be avenged. Yet another spit on the old... Yeah, but there is a corporeality to that old wives' tale. He dared to mock your generosity and sneeringly thank you for the supplies you used to pacify the serfs. Huh. The scoundrel boasted that his fighters had made good use of the gifts. Really? Just another arrogant rebel wrapping himself in crimson rag. Well, I think most people are still thankful. It's just that he is not a good person. Oh, I guess I'll strangle him with my 2 hands. May the Emperor protect you all. Okay. Apologize, Your Lordship, but we're taking Master Danik away, unable to tell anything more, and he could die if we do not do something immediately. I agree. Go there. And we have to solve the issue of the Nemesite. So he's on deathbed, attackers either dead or absconded with a sacred relic. So, where to find them? Now that's the most important thing. The Blood's Whisper will lead us to Nemesite. Yeah, Kibela. Siege Jocasta, it seems to me that you're in the forces. No, come on. I will not provoke Jocasta. I'm sure she feels bad enough. Okay, so do you know something, Kibela? Yes and no. Yeah, no. With all due respect, the enforcers have already questioned all the witnesses, none of which tells us anything about it. Kibela, tell us everything you know. Okay. She looks at the blood. This blood is drawn in a pattern of retribution. The one who spilled it appeared later. They moved swiftly and furiously, numb to their own wounds. An enforcer who is drawn to the gunfire witnessed the sacrilege, probably. This pattern, fury and desperation. The one who left it was wounded, but they did not flee. They fought back while they could, and then they retreated into the darkness. Into the darkness of the maintenance tunnels hidden within the walls of the shrine. Okay, wow. So, you gleaned all that from a couple of bloodstains, or a vision? There's no need for revelations from the Undying Emperor here. Yeah, so she can actually, like, read blood in a way. She can see the patterns. For a spinner, no two wounds are alike. Yeah, from the wounds, the way how blood is spilled, I guess, and stuff like that. Okay, she used her like a scientific method over here. I'm glad she's on our side. Yeah. So, if the attackers have escaped through the maintenance tunnels, we can send in the enforcers after them. Technical corridors extend hundreds of meters in different directions. The enforcers risk getting lost, wasting valuable time, so we have no idea where to find the Nemesite. The tunnels only answer the question of how he left. Now Death will tell us where he was heading. So she leans over her body, peers into his eyes. He stinks of smoke. The smoke of singed coveralls, wild echo sticks, burnt servant unguents, charred meat. Your wound holds the answer. You dressed it carefully, not inside a shrine. Before that, something struck you, ripped the tissue apart, burned you, turned your hand into a worthless lump. It was no fire, no. The fury of the conductive charge. It marked you heretic. I recognize the wound, for I myself have encountered it on those I take to the other side with the plasma drive chambers. Plasma drive chambers. You're certain? Yes. Okay. I can't say it's worth drawing conclusions based on a conversation with a corpse, but then I concur. All that burns, the conductive charge, and the smell of cheap echo immediately made me think of the plasma drive technical compartments. Gather the enforcers, we follow the trail. No, Dominican, you must stay. You're the one that he has challenged, and those we hunt you know by sight. You will frighten away the prey, and we will lose the trail until the next tragedy. So, what's your suggestion, Kibela? I will go there alone, track down the false champion, all who serve him, prepare the grounds for our own hunt. Out of question. An enforcer squad would certainly scare the vermin, but I'm not letting you go alone, servant of death. You and I will go to the chambers together, and together we will bring down all who dare to insult the Lord Captain. I'm going too. I have a couple of good friends in the plasma drive chambers. Huh, it will be the three of us then. What a company. Awkward pause. She takes a long look at the officers' faces before nodding. So be it, but not like this. Much like your faces, your guises are too conspicuous. Yeah, sure, use a disguise. Work clothes, carry only inconspicuous weapons. Sure. Blend in with the crowd. Kibela wants my blessing. I pledge never to leave your side, but the hunt demands that. Sure. What is the ceremony? The rite of blessing for the sacred hunt. Under your benediction, I will strike harder. Sure. Sure. I can do that. With your permission, the Infernus Master and I will leave now and set out to prepare for the Sentinel Chambers. We dare not intrude. Okay. So the ceremony of the benediction is happening, I guess, right now. She has some stuff. Woman Domin, I'm your blade. My arms are strong, while your will is strong. Her blade kisses her palm. Dark blood begins to trickle. Why everything with blood here? Not healthy. Not healthy, Kibela. Your heartbeat slows inside your chest. Her words linger. The heavy scent of incense envelops you and makes your head spin. I feel strange. You must expand your mind, etc., etc. Must I really wound myself? Give the Undying One but a few drops today, and he may prevent your flagship from running thick with scarlet livers tomorrow. What do I do here? Small cut on your palm? Is this something that I would deem as intrinsically bad? Like now, I'm thinking as a Catholic priest, as Mislav, and I'm trying also to be like inside of the context of this game. For the both of that. I want to feel like it's not intrinsically bad regarding the... as me as a Catholic priest. We all know of the stories of people like writing an agreement with the devil in blood. It carries some kind of a special significance and strength, but it's also just a perversion. Blood. I know that some saints wrote some things and their vows, promises, in their own blood as well. Just a trickle, like that, like a small cut, and just to make it more powerful. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing. It should not be used lightly. What the devil wants to do is just to pervert things. So I don't think I think it is not intrinsically evil. So I guess okay, I can make a small cut. Paulus can make a small cut in this. Okay. New discomfort, dullness, blah blah blah. The twining is the blood oath I've made to my lord. She dips her fingers in the spilled blood, traces a symbol. Her forehead, your forehead. Anoint me with your blessing. May the ceremony of twining commence. Twining. May your loyalty to the flagship be ever steady guide during the mission. May your fury resolve be unshakable. Okay, be merciful. Those whom you hunt may be victims themselves. Okay. Your body cannot accompany us on this chase, but your spirit, there's nothing the spirit cannot do. The twining is complete. You are now bound by the blood oath. Think of me while I hunt, I'll think of you. Become a thought flowing through your mind. If the Undying One is gracious. Okay. So, I will become a trust part of you. What does that mean? Your spirit will come with me to the plasma drive chambers where your body remains motionless. If the Undying One graces you, you will hear what I hear, see what I see. Yeah, that's the way how the game can ensure that I use Kibela as the main character for a short time, right? Okay, I trust you, Kibela. Let's begin. What does thy seeing eye behold in the converging patterns of blood? She made a symbol. You see shifting images, spider, crafting a web, shadows, card. Reality bleeds through the fluid shapes. Soon your spirit will be able to follow me. I bid the servants to carry a body. Yeah, I still don't like the idea of using tarot cards. It's a very real and dangerous thing, magic, you know, inside of our world. So even within this world, it's like a direct representation of something that is harmful. It seems harmless, but it's not harmless. Far from that. Okay. And I guess the next opening would be with Kibela. And maybe even the two companions together with her. In the plasma drive chambers. Will I even be controlling them, or just seeing cutscenes and making decisions? Let's check it out. A cutscene. Stale air, oppressive noise, the hum and whir of machinery drown all thoughts. The place rings with tension. Is it a powerful energy coursing through the cables, or are the walls of workers merged in a cacophony of indignant whispers and desperate prayers? Okay. I have seen it before. In its murky depths, people become creatures all too ready to devour each other for what gains fleeting pleasures, or imaginary freedom from obligation born from the abyss of spiritual emptiness. The Undying One punishes them through me, discussing limitations of emanations, reflections of vice. So I'm seeing her thoughts, right? The thread shakes, the web is taut, I step silently, made a great hum begin. Alright. I taste the air, the scent of fresh dye with a subtle note of sparks. New, pleasant. Upper decks reek of luxury, but here I feel comfortable. There's something else. This is it. I recognize the smell. Unburnt ichor and burnt meat. Just like inside a shrine. Time has come to spin this scarlet web. The web is stored. To find the enemy, I must listen, inhale, exhale, inhale. Rhythmic beats. Ship's breathing, ship's heartbeat. Is it strange that I feel at home among the workers of the lower decks who pass their time like the living dead? Warmth spreads through my chest. I like to think that it's the connection. I step silently, darkness is our ally, merge with the shadows. Alright, I become one of them, they will become unwilling allies, etc, etc. She blends with everything, she observes what's happening. Where is the second spinner? We were supposed to meet here. You know that feeling when you are being stared at, but you can't tell who, by, or where from. Footsteps too are coming toward me, familiar gates. Those are the Domin's servants. Ah, so yes, they're them. I would not be surprised if the cultists set on the tail of the Nemesite alone. Oh, it seems I have a call. Hello. Ah, beautiful. Thank you so much for the information. Ciao. Oh. Well. Okay. Oh, this is nice. I just received information from Portineria, the person working at the... What's a Portineria? I don't know. What's the word in English, actually? Yeah, the reception office, I guess? Yes, reception office. That I received post from Zagreb. A letter that I was expecting. That's good, that's good. Anyway, let's just finish this conversation. I wouldn't be surprised if cultists set a trail of Nemesite alone. Spinners are arrogant. Oh no, come on. Just be patient a little bit. Does this remind you of anyone at all, Jocasta? I'm just gonna step forward and say, I'm here. Let's not allow them to say anything in addition to them to humiliate themselves. There she is! Welcome to Plasmadrite Chambers, esteemed holy assassin. I sense irony. You can exchange pleasantries later. Lieutenant Godierta is on duty. I've ordered her to gather information of the workers. Okay. The enforcers knows nothing about life in this compartment, I guarantee it. Be easy to get him to talk, he's terrified of pain and death. Yeah, only the faithless fear death. I will not trust him. Let him trust me, so that his trust may become a snare for my hunt. Huh. So her thoughts are just funny. I cut them off with a gesture. Their methods of hunting are not mine, but I take the grain of truth from their words and weave it into my plan. We need to provoke them into making a move. Okay. Strike out a spark that will ignite a flame, or intimidate them with impending threat. Instill a false sense of impunity, convince them that they can and must act now. No, this sounds smart, actually. The enforcer who answers to Steel Mistress, symbol of order obedience. She's standing in her way. When she disappears, men will go. Okay, yeah. Strike out the spark that will ignite the flame. Card insert, inverted. Oh, I'm doing the cards. Intimidate them, flaming. Okay, anyway. Flaming voice relies on a talker, goes on a secret face pain, an unreliable vessel is back for holding secrets. But good for spilling them through him, I whisper lies to the enemy. Such is my plan. They look at me in silence, they don't understand yet. It matters little, for I am on the hunt. And there we are. If I move, they do move with me. Good. So I have Whip, Technomat, Reactor, Tendant, Bitter, Spring, Grey Hands. That's actually the names of the people, I guess. It's unusual that I can already see that part, you know. Important characters or points. It would be better for me to actually discover them first. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed after a long hiatus, after a long pause. I'm hoping to continue playing in a more regular fashion soon enough. Pray for me to be able to do all my primary duties regarding my studies, so that I would have more time to film both Let's Plays and explore different kind of reaction videos where I can share my opinions on different contemporary themes from media, games, and things that are actually interesting and important as well. God bless you all. Thanks for being here with me, and goodbye. See you in the next episode.